Good morning. It's Monday morning. It's a little after 7 right now. I've been up for about an hour now. I'm dressed, ready to go. Um, it's chilly outside. It's about 39 degrees right now. It's 42, but with the wind chill and everything, it's about 39 degrees. Just a little bit of nerves before I start, but looking forward to getting started because once that happens, usually all those nerves, all that tension drains away, and then you just get to the hiking. Today and tomorrow will be kind of different days because they're mostly road walking. After that, I go back in the woods for a while, and that'll be what I'm looking forward to. And I think I'll be enjoying that a lot more. I'll mention a little later, but obviously my plans have changed. I'll be coming back to the Hernan tonight because I'll be in the middle of the road walk. There's really no places to camp. You can still camp, I'm sure. I'll find a place if I really needed to, but I prefer not to, and I like being on the side of the road. Also, water is scarce for the next 42 miles, or 42-mile stretch, as far as I could tell. So what I'd like to be able to do is carry water as much as possible. So I'm going to take 2 liters right now. I'll pass back through town in hopefully like two hours or less, maybe 3. And if I need to, I can get more water then. And further up, there is about mile 308 or so, there's a deli and a gas station and a Dollar General actually, so I can get more water, and that'll hopefully be today. I get to that. If not, if I can't get to that today, that'll be tomorrow morning early. So hopefully, if I need to, I can start out with like 2 liters and buy 3 or 4 if I need to, and take them with me, and then I will. Just as I use them up, I'll lighten up. And then once I get further north, I think water is a little more plentiful, and I can drop back down to 2 liters. Okay, that's it. Next time you see me, hopefully I'll be getting started. Good morning. It's 7:47. I'm at the trailhead. I'm going to turn you around. So trailhead. This is where I came out. And Nathan picked me up. And this is where I'm going. So we're going to start walking now and head back in north toward Cave Springs. Here I am walking down the Pinhoti, starting a slow climb. I just got dropped off by Julie, my shuttle driver, who was very nice and pleasant. We had a nice discussion. It was a very quick ride. She is going to be picking me up later. Her plans have become a little more flexible possibly, so we're going to play it by ear on what we're going to do and when I'm going to be picked up. I'd like to try to walk as much as possible today because that saves me more walking tomorrow. So I'm going to try and go as much as possible. Didn't really sleep very well last night. Tossed and turned a lot. Didn't feel good. I like to hope it's just jitters. Hope I'm not getting sick or something. But stomach was upset after I ate, and just didn't feel good. But I'm hoping a lot of it was just pre-hike jitters. So, but really enjoying this cooler weather so far. It'll warm up very soon as the sun comes up. The weather today is supposed to be sunny in the morning, and then as the afternoon comes, it'll get partly cloudy, which will keep the temperature from going up too much. So the high should be in the upper 50s today. So right now it's about 40, 42, something like that. So it should be great hiking weather, and looking forward to getting as many miles done as I possibly can. Like I said, I made an ambitious goal for this trip. My plan is to try and do about 20 miles a day. The good thing about Julie advised me, there's other people that she knows up and down the trail that can help me out as well. So even though I go a little further north and it's kind of out of her area, hopefully she can give me some information on someone that might be able to help me. So she's a really good contact. Gonna hopefully maybe get a name or an information from her and a phone number later on so we can keep in touch as I go north. Sorry about the jostling. The trail is not smooth, but it's not very nice, as you can see. It's marked well, and it's a worn out path. I guess a lot of people have been hiking. They also do trail maintenance, and people are starting to pick up hiking now as the cooler weather comes. So I'm going to put the phone away and hike. And coming to this little stream, and happy there's a bridge. Thank you, Pinhoti Trail maintainers, for letting me keep my feet dry. So far it's been pretty good. I just went over a little over a mile. I've done about 1.2 in about 25 minutes. Have a good pace. I'm getting a little warm here. Got a sweat building up. It's a little blow down here. Very little. Not much of an issue. I almost thought it wasn't the trail because it looks blocked. But I see this other bridge up ahead. I'm kind of sore though. From, I think, getting ready to leave for like 2.5 weeks. I did a lot of stuff around my house, a lot of yard work and stuff, and I just think I'm a little sore from doing all that work. So haven't even started yet and I feel sore, but going good. Trail is nice. It's easily navigable and seems to be very well maintained. So check in later. I've been walking for 1 hour and 40 minutes. I just passed the 5 mile mark. So I'm going to, oh, looks like more bear scat. I've seen several deer, but I haven't been able to video them. I'm making too much noise. I see them scurry away, usually running up the trail or off the trail to the left or the right. And I haven't eaten anything, I haven't drank anything. So I promised myself first at the 3, then the 4, and now at the 5 mile mark, I'm gonna have something to eat. So I'm gonna have a bar. So like usual, I keep it in my pocket. Let's see which one I get. Potluck here. I have mostly the same. I have about 12 or 14 of the same types of bar. I have these. There we go. There we go. Chocolate chip, soft and chewy granola bars. They're Kirkland brand, so from Costco. My wife bought a box of these, supposedly for the children, but I don't think they like them or they're not eating them. So I told her I would take them on my hike with me and I'll eat them up. They're only 100 calories a bar, so I figure I need to eat at least 2 at a time. So I'm carrying about, I think, 12 of them for the first part, and then I'll resupply hopefully in the town, and I'll be able to buy other bars, you know, normal stuff, kind or whatever. I took my wind jacket off and my hat is in the back. So if it's really sunny, I'll stop and I'll get my big hat out with the wide brim. I do have sunscreen on, which is annoying me because I hate the way it feels on my skin. But it's better than getting a sunburn. Okay, just made my first navigational error. I come up the trail and you see this in front of you, and it looks, obviously it's a trail, maybe an ATV trail or forest road. So I walked down quite some time and then I realized I haven't seen any markings, and it kind of peters out and there's no markings. And the actual trail is here about, I don't know, 1/10 of a mile before I realized I was off the trail. So I had to backtrack. So a little wasted mileage, but got to keep looking for those blazes. And that's just me being in my own head while I'm walking and not paying attention. Okay, it's just about 10 o'clock. And according to the map, I have about 2 miles to get back to Cave Springs. So I'm hoping I can do that in about 40 minutes or so. And I'm just going to keep on passing by. I'm not going to stop in Cave Springs. I'm just going to keep going because my goal is to make as much mileage as possible today before I get picked up. I'm not sure when that is going to be. It depends on Julie and her schedule. So I'm waiting to hear from her. As you can see, I'm back in Cave Springs. It's 59 degrees and it's 10:34. The one lights up and then it cuts out. Yeah, and then it cuts out. But so I'm making good time. I've gone a total of 8.5 miles already. And I've decided to have a Kind bar. That's what I pulled out of my pack. This is actually from the UK, left over from my Scotland trip. So, gonna finish it now. Okay, I just turned off of Cave Springs Road and I'm on, I think it's Mill Street or Mill Road, and I'm traveling again north, leaving Cave Springs, and have many more miles of road in front of me to walk. So I'm doing pretty good. Coming up on 9 miles right now. It's about 10:40. I've been walking just under 3 hours, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's a 3 mile an hour pace, and I'll try and keep that up if I can all day. These are my new Lone Peak 7s, and this is what I'm looking at half the time, just down at my feet as I walk. Obviously on the road it's a little easier, I can look up, but if I'm in the trail or it's a little uneven or something, this is basically what I'm looking at. Okay, I just came off Sprout Springs and I'm going on to Black's Bluff. And if you look over there just to the left of, I'm not going that way, but if you walk down to that stop sign, you can see there's a gas station. So if you need water or food, you probably can get it there. Except I'm going this way to the right, and you can see there's the emblem for the Pinhoti right there on the telephone poles. Okay, I have my ridiculously large brimmed hat out again, and I just turned off that road. There were, the last couple of houses right before you come to the stop sign, several dogs. None of them really came out, except for there's one house about 4 or 5 down where there's 4 dogs, and they all came running across the field at me. They basically went to the roadway, and I gave them loud commands. The owner actually came out. They didn't really listen to the owner. They were too engrossed in barking at me, but they didn't charge or anything. So I just gave them loud, firm commands. I have my poles out. If they get a little too close, I'll swing them or put them in the way. But the dogs basically just barked. They weren't overly aggressive. They're doing their job, protecting the property. Obviously, I didn't go on the property. I was on the other side of the street. So they came to like mid-road. Obviously, I was just worried if a car came along, they would end up being in the way. But other than that, so far, not any real trouble with dogs. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. I've gone just over 18 miles in 5 hours and 40 minutes. Coming up to an intersection now where I have to make a turn. I'll show you what it looks like. And it goes from Black Bluffs Road to Black Buffs Road. So I guess they took the L out. And I'm gonna make a left over here at that stop sign and then go up the road. And here I am walking along, I guess it's Georgia 1. It's a little heavier travel, there's more cars, but it's not bad. I have the side of the road to walk on, and here's the side of the road, so there's ample room. I can go over and move to the left, even if I need to go in the grass, if a truck comes by or something, so they don't have to swerve or change lanes, although a lot of them actually are very courteous here. A lot of the drivers, very few of them have come close. Most of them have moved over or drifted over if they're coming toward me and they see me walking. Even on the side roads, there's plenty of room unless another car is coming in the opposite direction, and I step off. I don't stay in the road. So, I mean, they have the right of way. I'm not supposed to be in the roadway. So, the road walk, while it's monotonous and it is what it is, but it's really not dangerous. You can easily continue to walk, and usually what I do is if I see a car coming when I was on the side, I would just step over into the grass, and if it's really not level and I don't want to continue walking, I'll just stand there, wait till the car passes, and then go back in the road and continue walking. So that's it. Gonna try and keep going. And here I am crossing the bridge of the Coosa River. Hope I say that right. I've gone about 19 miles now. I'm gonna keep going, and gonna try and definitely get my 20 today. but I might try to do 22 or 24, or if I really can, a 25. My feet are definitely hurting, I gotta say that. I had some pain along the heel and my calves, and obviously my the arches, the balls, everything's hurting really from the walking down on the concrete as much. Luckily, I'm carrying a little less than I normally would be, which I'm happy for that. And it is easy going, at least when you're walking on a roadway, you know, in terms of you don't have to worry about tripping over roots as much. There is debris on the side, and every once in a while you have to step off for the traffic, so you have to be careful. And I have almost slid a couple of times or fell, but I've been able to stay upright. Good afternoon. It's 3:15. I've been hiking for 7 hours and 25 minutes. I've gone over 23 and a half miles. Just made arrangements to meet my shuttle driver at the gas station in Delhi. It's about 2.5 miles up ahead, something like that, maybe a little less now. So they're gonna pick me up there. So I figure at 4 o'clock, 1600 hours, I'll get picked up there. So I'm just trying to walk the next 2.5 or so, and then I'll get picked up, and that'll put me at 25 plus miles for the day. Definitely tired, I feel it, but I'm still got a good pace. And I turned onto the highway here, and there's a sidewalk, which is a welcome change of walking on the side of the road. So I don't know how long this goes, but I can see it goes for some distance, so I'll take it. After a very short distance, that sidewalk ended, and I'm back to walking on the side of the road. At times I'm walking in the grass. There's less shoulder, but other than that, you just gotta watch out, but it's not that bad. So I reached the deli here at the gas station. I thought it was further up and had to make a right, but it's actually this street right here in front of us, and I'm gonna stop, and I'm waiting for my ride. I got here about 10 minutes before 4, so I've got about 5 more minutes till my ride comes. I'm gonna enjoy myself a well-earned Coke. 24 ounces with sugar. Could use the calories. I figure I had about 400, maybe 500 calories today, so definitely at a deficit. And this will be another 280, and then whatever dinner is. So hopefully I'm losing weight. So I'm just gonna wait for my ride and enjoy this Coke. And more importantly, the fact that I'm sitting down. Good afternoon. It's almost 5 o'clock now. I just got back to the inn. As you can tell, I'm in my room. I'm gonna go take a shower and clean up. I'll change my shirt at least. I'll wear the pants, and I'm gonna go to the restaurant that's open. They are open till 8, so I'm gonna hopefully try and get there around 6:30, if not before, and eat. I'm a little hungry. I could eat. Not starving though, considering that I really didn't eat that much. I didn't even finish that soda. I have half of it left. I'll finish it tonight, and maybe tomorrow I'll take it with me. When I hike tomorrow, I'll be fully loaded down with my gear, since I'll be going north. But I think this was a good idea. It worked out good. I walked a little bit too much, I think, probably today. I definitely will not be doing that again tomorrow. If I can do 15 to 18 miles, I'll be happy. Maybe 20 on the outside. I don't think I'll do 25 again. Tomorrow I have about, I think, several miles still on the road walk, and then I go into the woods a little bit. So I made it back to the inn. I'm going to get picked up tomorrow. I made it for 8 o'clock instead of 7:30. No reason to go quite as early, and also definitely not going to walk as long. So it just means more hours, in my tent. Well, good evening. It's 6:35 now. I just came back to my room from eating at a restaurant in town called Southern Flavor. Food was very good. Prices are good as well. So I'm going to stop at Evans Brothers tomorrow when I start. I'll be dropped off there, and I'll probably go inside and get some food and maybe an extra bottle of water, an extra liter. I'm not exactly sure how many miles I have of road walk left, but it's significant enough. I'll be on there, and then I actually go in the woods when I get to a park, near a park. And I probably will try and stop there. I'm looking to do roughly 15 to 18 or so tomorrow. I'm going to sit down and go over the map later tonight, so I'll have a plan for tomorrow. But I did like the idea of coming back here. I think it worked out good, especially with the temperature being what it is, although I'm fine sleeping out in the woods in the cold weather.
I think I would have been quite happy. There are some places where I was walking. It looks like you could probably stealth camp somewhere, but you'd have to work for it. Either go down an embankment where you're not, and you'd be right by the highway. I imagine the trucks and the noise all night long would probably be a little disturbing. I don't think you'd get good sleep. I would always be worried. But I mean, if you had to, you're out late at night, or you're out late and sun's going down, you could definitely make that work, but it wouldn't be ideal. Water would be the problem. The good thing is that there's two places you can get water. You can't filter water anywhere in this area. Everything here is not potable or even close to it. Everything looks quite foul. And I would not drink any of this water unless it was like have to, because death, is imminent, or dehydration bad. But you can stop obviously in Cave Springs and get drinks, and you could lug them out with you, carry them out. And then there was that where you turn onto that bluff road. You could go to the gas station there, and you could easily get some water as well. I mentioned to the person here, it was quite chilly last night in the rooms, and I actually broke out my sleeping bag to sleep in. And then I got too hot. I woke up. I didn't really sleep very well. I had very poor sleep last night. So the air conditioning was actually on until just now. So when I mentioned it was cold, they turned the air conditioner off, put the heat on. So that was the day. It's a little rough recap. Good day. The trail portion that I went on was in excellent condition. It was very navigable. It was cleared. Markings in a couple of places. I did get lost at one spot, but that was more me not paying attention. I was in my own little world, probably thinking of stuff, and I didn't pay attention as the trail went off. My goal is still to make it in 5 days to the next town where I can resupply. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I'm going to try for it. If I don't make that in 5 days, or on the 6th day even, then I could definitely probably need to reschedule my pickup to the later date. And I'll know then that I'm not going to make it in 5 days more to the end of the trail. It's roughly 200 miles, basically 100 miles each day, 100 miles each 5 days or so. But I got to do some math. I'll make sure of that, because I think it could be less. So we'll see. But that's the goal right now.